This is your December 2021 energy forecast, written and read by Gaia Chinniah from Soul 33. Your monthly energy forecast uses the energetic cycles and seasons so you can set goals, heal yourself, and manifest what you want in your life. And this is a really powerful tool to be able to navigate your daily life without any resistance and understanding what the energy is asking of you this month. We are in December already, and this month begins with a transition from November at the beginning of a week into December. Usually I like to look at how clean the week starts, but this time we go from November into December, a real transitionary month. And this is enabling us to see how we can design our life the way we want. So by making a transition, we get to see how we can design our life the way we want. Now, December traditionally is about family, blood family, and otherwise, so our friendships. But at the beginning of December, the energy is coming together for the month of Christmas and New Year celebrations, sharing, being together. And spiritually, this togetherness is for your healing and alignment to what is most important to you. Now, a lot of the preparation that we did for 2022 was actually done in the month of November just gone. If you look back at November, you will see that our stability and independence was brought to the forefront. So have a think back about what happened to bring your stability to something that you needed to stabilize, or your independence. And that energy still continues into this month with us needing to change some things in our physical lives to allow more. So what do you want more of? More love, more connection, more wealth. You might want all of it. So love yourself enough to know what you want and don't let anyone else influence you. Often when we tell people things about what we want, they can project their fear or sometimes even jealousy or envy onto it. So think about what more you want in your life and cultivate your abundance when it comes to this more by sharing only with those you know who will help you grow. We have another eclipse this month. We had a lunar eclipse in November. This month we have a solar eclipse on the 4th of December. And as the new moon approaches, we have this energy where the moon glides across the sun, obstructing its light, but causing its shadowy energy onto Earth. And new moons are always dark moons. However, the energy of this one is particularly strong for reinforcing your goals and your approach to life. So this is about designing your life the way you want it, especially around what you're wanting in your world. You can design within your realm of possibility, which in spirituality, your possibility is endless and limitless. This is not so much a manifesting time, but one of productivity and validation of what you already know that you want. After the new moon, one thing we need to pay attention to is we often make this mistake of confusing productivity with forcing and driving our desires into physical form. Now, while productivity is really a theme for this week, you don't need to carry the burden of making everything happen when you want it to. Universal laws exist to support us when we are in our most joyous state. So holidaying, for example, after you've done all that you can for the year, forgetting that you're working so hard for something and wiping your hands off any project now and just coming back to a place of groundedness, really feeling secure that, okay, I've done everything that I can. Now, this attitude could be, I've done all that I can, I'm at peace with it. Now, if you haven't done all that you can, look at where you can be more productive. This is areas such as your health and core foundations required to live a full, more balanced life. A real desire for knowledge comes in this week also, and you may find yourself wanting to be around different people and learning different things. So don't be resistant to people's opinions that are different from yours, because what they are just other people's opinions. It's their opinion. But what hearing others' opinions can do for you is reiterate within yourself what you believe is truth, but also give you the opportunity to compromise and understand the views of another. Break the cycle of your norm this week. Do something different. Listen and generate and accumulate information from different sources. As we move into the third week, integrity is the word to remember this week. Taking an honest and ethical view of what you will say you will do and follow through with. So you're making yourself foremost proud. You want to be proud that you have followed through with what you've said. And if that pride seeps into those around you, it'll only encourage others to have the utmost integrity also. It's a more empowered way of setting boundaries too. If your standards are high, you'll only allow those around you that have similar standards also. Don't feel burdened, however, by needing to feel proud. This should not be your driving motivation, as pride is something that is ruled by the ego. However, it is a good benchmark to relieve yourself of any burden and regret in the future. You have access to so much magnificence within you to be someone who does everything in their life with pure intent and integrity. The full moon comes in before Christmas on the 19th of December, and you may feel that you want to address certain feelings at this time and share them with people that you trust. A little bit of spontaneity might help the mood and shifting energy as well, and we need this lift before the new year to take us into 2022 with a more joyous state of being. We are using the energy of this full moon to release pent-up emotions and feelings, but also compensating for those feelings and the release by filling that energy left behind with some spontaneity. And after the full moon, we are heading towards the end of the month and Christmas time, and a transformation is occurring this week where you will see the choices you have made with your heart are leading you to a place of a new birth or new beginnings for 2022. So these are the choices you've made with your heart, not your mind. It's time to move into that heart space, which is what provides us with the information and validation that sets us free. We often use our mind too much in calculating decisions, but the heart will always guide us in the right direction. So if you find yourself struggling to make choices and you feel a lack of enthusiasm, there's a very strong indication that your decisions have been coming from what you think is right rather than what you feel is right. The mind, while brilliant, can limit our information. When we go to the heart, we are armed with an expansion to be able to reevaluate all the information we have been exposed to. Now, it will be Christmas time, and for many of us this year, it may not look the way that it has in past years before, but that is actually part of the energy shift, the going to different places, experiencing Christmas and this time of year in a different way than we traditionally have. It's actually going to be good for you. As part of your transformation this month, your soul is searching for new ways of communicating and expressing yourself, where your past experiences no longer leave a sense of pain upon discussion, but rather you can see in retrospect why it all had to happen this way. Now, you know you have or are working through any past traumas if you are able to speak about them and not feel triggered by them. This time of year can be triggering for many, and this month we will see and feel that you are not alone, but you are supported. So even if you're physically alone, you never really are. Spiritually, you are never alone. Use your intuition, use your mystic abilities to be able to see your transformation taking place through all the hardships and the highs and the lows. This month is really readying you for January 2022. And remember, this whole month of December is really about knowledge and making choices that will serve you best to have the things that you want in your life. Break the routine this month, and not needing to force things to happen, simply guide them in a direction, and you will soon feel in your heart if this choice is the right one for you as you begin the new year with a clean but informed slate. Every week I break down the weekly energy by providing a Monday mantra lesson on my app, The Beacon by Soul 33. If you're wanting to participate on your spiritual journey with the lessons and the meditations on the app, please search Soul 33 on your app stores.